Alright, hello and good morning everybody. Well, I'm really quiet. Good morning everybody. Little ASMR this morning. But yeah, hopefully you all are doing well. Boo! Ah. My life was threatened. Wow, it's terrifying. But hello Fluli, I hope today's going excellently for you. And yeah, y'all know the drill. I just woke up. I got a little less than 2 hours before work. So we're gonna stream for an hour and a half. We're gonna play some Fantasy Life I for a bit. Last math exam? You're free! Get out of there! Man, ending on a math exam too. I'd be like, let me out! Let me out! What was the last math-based class I took? I think the last, the main pipeline math class I took was calculus for, the third time. But I did do that my first semester of college, because I'm like, I know I'm gonna get another seat, but, just let me through. That's all I need to pass, just let me through, get it out of the way. But then I had to take, I would count stats as a math class as well. And I took that the following year? Boo! I was so relieved to be free after that. So celebrate your freedom. Gotta start your adult life where you pay bills. Yeah, the bills are a downside, I will admit. Yeah, college would definitely be a highlight of my life that I'll never forget. I loved it, and some people are like, oh, well, you could always go back and do it again and get more degrees and stuff. But it's the vibes. I definitely want to take more classes and explore other opportunities and stuff, but it's the vibes you have as a in that very young adult stage where you're technically of adulthood, but you're not, you don't really feel like an adult yet until you find yourself for a few years, whether you go to college or not. I think years 18 through your early 20s, your frontal lobe is still developing and stuff, and you can feel it develop every day, I feel in that period. So yeah, it's a special time in life, but it also just marks the start of a new, more exciting chapter as well. So congratulations, Fluli. Congrats to anyone else going through exam season right now as well. I know some people graduate starting even early May, and then others, your classes kind of cut through into June. So if you are still in the final exam battle royale, then good luck to you. FNAF has ruined the words frontal lobe. You see, their frontal lobe was a little underdeveloped. It didn't go well for them. A little snack. But yeah, Fantasy Life, I know I didn't brush my hair, I didn't, but I would put on mascara. I'm aware that there's a little one right there, but I don't care. We're playing Fantasy Life. We're playing Fantasy Life. I still need to update my console. But here we go. Also, happy, this week's kind of crazy. We got happy Deltarune Day, I believe, in a couple hours, which is exactly when my workday starts. Yeah, basically, as soon as we end stream, if you're a Deltarune fan and you're free, and you're not working an 8-hour shift, congratulations, you can just go grab Deltarune immediately at the end of this stream. So let me be a countdown for that, for you, to help distract y'all. If you're watching this on the VOD, Deltarune's already out. You're probably already playing it. I'm not jealous at all of you. You do have to pay for the chapters, but it is only 25 bucks, which I think is fair, and it is for the entire Deltarune experience, so you won't have to pay again for chapters 5, 6, and 7. So I do think it's a smart play, but yeah, it is. Oh, I gotta stop the other music room. Overlapping music. But yeah, that does make this launch different from the demo from chapter 1 on consoles and from chapter 2, all being kind of shadow drops for free. This is very, very different. I think mainly it works well time-wise for like getting people to pay now. Turn that down a little bit. But then we also want to Deltarune. But yeah, it makes sense to have people pay now, but also I think it's because of the release on the Switch 2 console. They want to try to get their foot in the door with, hey, if you don't want to buy Mario Kart for $100, you can buy all of Deltarune for $25. But yeah, if you don't have the funds yet, or you haven't mentally prepared yourself for that price tag, it does exist now. As a warning. I actually tried to pre-order it on, I think I'm gonna get it on PlayStation. Even though I played chapter 1 on PC and I played chapter 2 on Switch originally. I'm like, you know what, let's go with PlayStation for whatever reason. So that is where I'm deciding currently to make my full Deltarune stuff. Oh my god, there's somebody's car alarm that like goes off randomly all the time, and it takes them like 20 minutes to stop it each time. I'm actually at my limit with them. I'm about to steal their car myself. I can't do it no more. Whew. But yeah, story-wise, we found out we're actually on the very last chapter of the story now, chapter 7. But I'm not mentally prepared to wrap up the main story. I know there's a ton of endgame content, so we wouldn't run out of stuff to do on stream even if we did wrap it up like this weekend. But I am gonna try to stretch things out to 2 weekends. We'll wrap this up in like 2 weekends from now. Because my heart isn't ready to finish it yet for the main story. I know I'll be playing it a lot after. In fact, we have 2 streams lined up after we beat this game just to focus on some of the endgame stuff and some of the cozy stuff. But I'm not ready. So what we'll be doing is, as a reminder, we won't be streaming this Saturday. I've got a family thing to go to. But we will be streaming on this upcoming Sunday, and we'll do a full stream and do some adventuring around for stuff. But yeah, I actually did start terraforming the island a little bit. We have a lot more work to go, but let me give y'all a tour.
Here, a token of gratitude.
First, let's see what free stuff we get. Oh my god, we got the dresser. Okay, we're absolutely putting that up somewhere. Yeah, here we have currently a little main square. As you guys can see, I've crafted a lot more. The only furniture stuff you can do with like the cook stuff is a bunch of corn right now. I'm not entirely opposed to it, but we've got a ton of corn. I think I do want to still keep this a town square. Our main goal today is I do want to move all the houses. I want to build a neighborhood for them. And then I want to set up a bunch of stray furniture in here and try to design it more like it's a little market around the town square and have like a booth for each crafting life. And then around the outskirts of the map, we're going to have an area for each gathering life. That is my plan currently, but I bought a few cherry trees, We got them lined up. We got this starry bridge, so I do think I want to eventually change the dirt path underneath to something that matches better. But I think... I actually was so excited about getting the starry bridge, but I do want to have more blue tones throughout, so... We might put more placeholder bridges down until we find a bridge that we want to have throughout the entire thing. But yeah, this path goes directly into my house. I did expand it, but it's... I don't know why my house in like Animal Crossing games is usually the first thing I put furniture in, and the first thing I want to decorate. Mainly because you can't put furniture outside until like New Horizons. But aside from that small detail, yeah, I always like decorating my house immediately and then focusing on the needs of others. I'm kind of selfish in Animal Crossing, but I don't know, I guess it's because the housing options currently, like, I think you have to unlock more, so as it stands right now, the interior options are a little more boring, and the exterior stuff is really fun. So that's kind of why I'm prioritizing the other people more. But yeah, it's still beachside, I just rotated it and turned it this way so we could have a cherry tree path. I put some grass slopes in. I want to add something up here. I want to add just more flowers around that aren't just like the celestial ones. I'm not sure if they have just regular flowers or not though, but we have all of this. We have a waterfall. That the bridge is going over. Isn't that cool? What else do we got? I did raise up everything over here. We need to add some slopes to it because it's currently inaccessible. So these two cannot get down at the moment. I don't know how they got up here at the first place. I was really hoping this could be a big fishing area, but no fish are spawning up here. So I'm wondering if fish only spawn on the ground floor, which is a little concerning. Regardless, it's pretty, so I'm gonna keep it as is. But I would like to find more stuff to put up here. Maybe we can make it similar to like the little campsite we have in New Horizons. And we've got farming to do here. I want to redo the pathing a little bit. We also got this robot. I think I also want to move this plot like down one. But yeah, we got a ton of farming stuff. So this will be the farming area. Put something up here. And then there'll be a bridge over here. This area back here I want to rework to be a mining area, and I want it to be a little flattened out and have a like mostly land bridge with like an actual bridge in the middle of it, probably going from the town square back to the mining area. Oh, but there's a lot of— look at all the big fish that spawn in here. This is exactly where I want to remove the water, unfortunately. This is exactly where I want to move it. Get rid of it at least, and then fill it in so we can have a neighborhood more back here-ish. What's Hagrim doing looking at the sea? I guess we have fish that spawn in at the ocean, worst case. Yeah, I want to leave this mountain and this kind of divider between the neighborhood and my house because I'm in charge, so I want privacy. But I think the first like main thing we'll do is kind of carve this back area out and fill some stuff up. And we gotta make enough space for 6 houses. I want them to kind of be a bit close to each other and maybe have like a central point in the middle. But yeah, I want them to all group together. We also can change— I think we can only have 6 houses max. So we're gonna pick our 6 favorite people and they get to have housing. Everyone else, they just gonna have to deal with it. But let's start grooving. But yeah, like I said, for fun stuff, Deltarune today, folks. Later today, I believe, and that's why I have my fancy tumbler out. It's got the little G's on it for Galinda. Wicked Part 2, aka Wicked for Good trailer is supposed to actually legitimately drop later today. And then tomorrow is Switch 2 day. I'm happy for y'all that got one. Nintendo, I am your biggest simp. I am your biggest simp, Nintendo. Please send me some sort of email this summer. I need a Switch 2. I know it's overpriced. I need it. I need it. Please don't leave me to dry, Nintendo. I need one this year at the absolute latest. But happy Switch 2 day to y'all that have one. I'm happy for you. And then tomorrow as well, Sabrina Carpenter at least is gonna release a new song that I think is gonna diss bro that cheated on her. It drives me crazy how dudes cheat on like the prettiest, like you'll see it with like especially female celebrities. How do you cheat on girls that look like that, bro? Like, I don't know. Men are a species. But that means it's a little selfish, but that means the music's about to get extra good. That means we're gonna get like a revenge album, and ooh, I'm ready for that. So yeah, a lot of good stuff going on the internet this week. Though because I will be grumpy about the Switch stuff, and because I don't want any spoilers about Deltarune until there's 2 chapters releasing, right? So I gotta play both of them. I don't know if I'll finish both tonight since I have to go to the store before I start playing them. I gotta take care of my chores first, but hopefully I can play them soon. But yeah, despite all the cool stuff going on the internet, I'll have to like very sparingly hop on. I think I know the exact times that Sabrina's like new single and like the Wicked trailer drops, so I'll like pop onto the World Wide Web for those and then hop back off and be like, because I can't just scroll through TikTok for that information because I'm gonna get Mario Kart spoilers. And more seriously, Deltarune spoilers. If you are a I don't like spoilers of any kind person, much like myself, get off the internet. Go. Get out of here. I don't know if what is their name, Prosafia Gaming or whatever, with like the Sora icon. I don't know if they're still a thing on YouTube because I blocked them many years ago. But yeah, I'm just gonna say, even though I don't think they would even post about Wicked or Sabrina Carpenter, since they're just a gaming channel, go ahead and block them anyway. I don't think Deltarune sounds like a game they would cover, but you know what? Go ahead and block them. Because every time a big thing comes out, they post a thumbnail with like a giant ass spoiler in it and label it something clickbaity. And that is also a spoiler, so my word of advice every time something cool happens in the world of gaming is just block them. Bigger bridges. I think bridges are 4 across, so we want 4 across there. I think it's... I gotta count on an existing bridge. I think it's 4 across, and then 5 over. So yeah, we want 3 of water. 1, 2, 3. So you. And then I'm gonna make this go further in, like all the way up to here. I'm gonna try to make like mirrored bridges. Alright, this is on the same level. I think so. I think that's as close to the mirrored as we're gonna get. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Go on, get. This is going to be just a bunch of me mumbling to myself and kind of just doing this. This is very therapeutic for me, but I don't know how boring it is for y'all. Hence why I decided to save it for a morning stream, where I just needed to do me for a bit. Though we did do a bit of this on the last like long fantasy live stream, I think, but can you blame me? Look how fun this is. 1, 2, 3. Can you blame me? I get to watch planetary destruction. Yes, it's a privilege. You guys get to watch this. Exactly, exactly. Also, I have to re-render part of my like video essay that it's up on subscriber for Twitch. It's up on Twitch for subscribers right now, but I realized there's a couple places where the video glitched out and I thought it was just my editor being weird when I was making the video, and I'm like, oh, I've had this happen before, it will render out, but no, it didn't render out. So I have to go in and like rerun. I think I just need to like trick it by like replacing something and making it fresh and then re-rendering it. But yeah, I gotta redo that, and I also try to upload it unlisted to YouTube a few days in advance, so if it has any problems with like the music or something, I have time to fix that. I gotta do that tonight too. I got so many chores to do all of a sudden. Life's great. Being an adult's crazy. I have to go to the store. I do like having an upper like level like this for stuff. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I'm gonna make this a little wider at the bottom so that we could have a slope. Yeah, we can have a slope right here. In that case, I don't want the water to come out this closely. I still want to have it dip in, but more in like a, yeah, like down here type of way. Ah! This is a good like level designer brain teaser to start the day, I feel. This is why I need to play more farming games just a bit earlier in the morning. Start my days out right. I was playing this for so many hours after stream. I also have, we need 10 Eternia seeds to get the new hair, which I want to have a new hairstyle before wrapping up the game to mark our progress. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, but I don't know. Those dungeons, they start to take a while to do the farther up you get. So we'll see. Oh, this one kind of looks like a heart. Oh my god, my game froze for a minute. everything flashed before my eyes. I do like having an upper part right here. I'm gonna have a... Let's have a cut through the mountain. Actually, I wish there was a Control Z button, because I'm like, I actually like the idea of it being a bit narrower on this side, and then being more open on this side. Something like that. Okay, now the question is, can we already fit 6 houses? So I'm gonna mark them with some pathing. To see if we can fit all 6. So yeah, we'll use the... What do we want for the main area, I guess? We'll use this for the houses. So we got... How much space do these take up? It's hard because the pathing, for whatever reason, can be slightly snapped off from the actual housing things. Like, see how they're half a meter off? I've gotten yelled at for things like that. Ugh. But yeah, we got 4, I think what, 4x4 for the actual house, and then a 2x2 for the porch. So let's go ahead and just block those out and give them space from each other and see if we have 6. So we can do like 1 probably here. Some space from each other. We won't make it a super suburb where all the houses are directly on top of each other, but I could if I was evil. I have the power to do that. Okay, we might have to cut into... Actually, no, I think we should be fine without cutting into this. The reason we have to build the neighborhood away from here is you can't, like, directly pick something up and move it to a space on top of it. You have to fully relocate it. Which, now that I think about it, I think that was the same in the Animal Crossing games as well, so I'm just complaining to complain, I guess, but it means you have to be very strategic about how you relocate things. So if we do 3 there... We could do, like, 3 across here as well. I think I want to do 3 across the back, 1 in this corner with its back to the mining stuff. Yeah, something like right there. So one person will do that, and then we'll do offset with like... Actually, we could have two with their backs to it, so that way this path is lit up a bit more. Let's see. What's the distance from this point to there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing all this math and they're not gonna snap directly onto each other, I know that. 1, 2, 3. I also don't know, we have a lot of money, but I also keep spending a lot of money, so I don't actually know how much moolah we can buy. We'll find out. Finances are a thing you can plan for later. Okay, so this does at first glance, you might think, oh, but this is obstructing the path. I might want to put some trees up here, like a couple pine trees, and make it like a hidden path. Ooh. Ooh. It's so hidden, wow, scary. I think to keep up like the mountainy feeling over here, I'll put some blocks. I didn't even know you could stack them that tall. That's crazy. We'll go ahead and make this just ultra tall. Oh, that's a good mountain. That's a good mountain. Okay. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Now let's draw some pathing out from the center here. So yeah, if we keep up with the Tropica Road stuff. The purple's good for marking stuff, but I don't know if we'll actually use any of the purple. If I was being a little more villainous, maybe. Or magical, but I just like to shoot things, so. Duolingo, leave me alone. I've stopped learning like new languages on Duolingo. I was like doing a bunch of them and I really liked it, but their recent changes feel like I'm hearing a company say we're putting AI first, like above its consumers, above the human staff, above the creativity is like pretty insane. But I have a long streak with my partner on Duolingo and he still likes to use it. So I'm like, I can't let this streak die. But my solution has been using a mode that really does like actually benefit from AI, and they introduced chess on Duolingo. It's kind of stupid. I don't know, it like was like ultra hard for a few of them, and now it's been like it's making very simple mistakes. So AI is still not great, but that has been what I've been using to keep up my streak. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's gonna be a neighborhood. That's gonna be a neighborhood. I've got like a little... I tried to make a heart, but the heart pieces came out a little pointy, so it kind of just looks like a fox or something, but that's over there. Yeah, we'll keep this to water. Though I am gonna clean up some of these edges, because what was I doing? What was I doing? There we go. I think I'll take some of the fencing. Yeah, I'm gonna take all this rogue fencing I had here and kind of pocket it for now. I think that stuff, if we can get more tropical fences, I'd like to just keep that around the neighborhood area. Actually, with what I have right now, so we have 10 of those. Put them around the outskirts of this. Ooh, for Halloween? Play a horror game and change one of the point redeems to a loud scream. So we usually, I have streamed on Halloween before actually, but in recent years, I usually, even if I have the day off, will take a bit of a breather because we, end up doing Extra Life like this year we're gonna do Extra Life immediately after Halloween, I think, because it's the first November weekend, and I think Halloween falls on like a Friday, so we're jumping right into it. But I do like that idea for changing some of the point redeems for that stream as well. That's not a bad idea at all. It will scare me, but that's the point. Leave a little secret path here. I like that. I like that a lot. I wish I could draw the path all the way out to the beach, man, but I can't. I'd use a little, or maybe it will still look decent, if I do a little beach path. Starting out here. Is that as far out as I can take it? No! My beach. Actually, don't even like round off those corners, leave it flat. So we got a little beachy beach. Alright, I think for the neighborhood. Okay, what other... I know we just got the dresser, so I want to put that... We also do have... Oh wait, we have a person we need to save. Oh. I found her in a dungeon, I think. Okay, we got the basics of that. I think this will be a good mining area. I can work with this. Hopefully some fish spawn in here. In fact, if I get rid of this, we'll more... Hopefully this will be just like a big fishing area. Let me put this a bit farther in. There we go. That way we should have plenty of fishing opportunities there. If there aren't, then I have literally no idea what else to do. Let's just build a mountain here for now. But yeah, the plan for Extra Life this year is, as I promised last year, for hitting that goal, we are going to play mostly Elden Ring. I'm planning currently on still doing, it depends. I currently don't have Halloween off this year, even though it's on a Friday. I have, like, the holiday PTO hits earlier in the month for us. But I think we'll do 20 hours of Elden Ring across the entire weekend. So we'll do like a full 12 hours of Elden Ring for like the first day, the Saturday, and then we'll do 8 hours of it the following Sunday. And then we will end the last 4 hours of the 24-hour period. We will do a long computer Mario Party match, as we've done the past few years for our charity streams. It's kind of become tradition to end with like some sort of party game or something that'll make me unreasonably angry, so we'll do a super long Mario Party match and carve out a full 4 hours for that. Okay, so yeah, we just need to move this over here before we can resume pathing on this stuff. And then we can clean up this space once we move all the houses out. I can't do much with this right now. Do we do a mystery road to go over to the mines? Let's do the mystery road. That sounds fancy. Final battle with a broken deck. Hell yeah. I'm trying to get my Elden Ring build to be broken as hell, man. I just want it to be good. My Elden Ring build is coming along really nicely, I will say. I'm very happy with it right now, but I haven't gone back to Atlas because 1, I'm saving that for stream, but 2, I'm like, but is it good enough to resume the game? So I'm gonna keep working on it a little more, but I'm scared. There is a deep fear within me. I'm also currently working ahead and editing. I don't think this video will be out until like the end of July, early August, because I want to just combine the last 3 streams we did of Elden Ring with the next 3 streams we're gonna do of Elden Ring. But that's gonna be like 24 hours of content, and I've got 12 hours in the editor of that. And I've cut it down and edited it to... I think I'm down to 7 hours left of it. We die a lot. But I'm also trying to make the death highlights in the highlight reels a little like a lot shorter. Unless they're particularly amusing. There's a lot of- we fell to our death a lot on the first few streams of the spring ones. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm trying to cut down the actual, like, actually seeing how every single death happens and make it more of the timer's still there and you'll still technically see every death, but some are just really snappy and to the point if it's the same old, same old. Actually, ooh, let's have this side be the flat side. Then we have our dirt road over here. I'm just gonna line up here, even though the villagers can't really. Actually, now we'll just make it like that. Then I just want this to be intentionally patchy in the middle because we're gonna have some ores up here. And then maybe we can have a little, I don't know how big they are. I'm gonna plan for 3x3 spaces. But we could have little dirt areas for more of them. Ah! I don't know why I screamed there. Yeah, I want to plan for extra ore sites around here. Farm stuff we need to wait to do. And then village stuff we need to wait. Alright, I guess for now then. Let's go save that other person first. Get another buddy. And then let's work on relocating people and picking our favorite 6 people that are gonna live on the island and have housing. Everyone else, I don't know where they go. It's not my problem, apparently. 4-star island, let's go! Whatever happens when we hit 5 stars. We also have a power-up thing now for Glenn. So I'm thinking we might have to take Glenn into the finale. He's got a power-up. I remember Hilda from the first game. Let's power up Glenn. Make him strong. He just turns back into a strangeling. I've got like the Yakuza 7 voice lines in my head. I feel stats going up. I was playing like so much of that at the start of the year. Oh my gosh, I love how they use the benches.
Can I ask you a favor?
What is it, man? Is it something easy? I don't have that right now. I don't got that in the budget right now, bud. Let's go sell some stuff. And let's start renovating. Let me make sure not buy.
Need something, eh?
I also just realized we can update his shop, but he's really picky about all the things he wants. He's really needy. Currency items only, please. So I need more money. Give me my money. That's a lot of monies. That's a lot of monies. We need a lot of money for what we're about to do. I think that's the only category with that. And I've started to hoard my weapons again just because we can give them to people. The Gale Saber? That looks cool. I didn't even realize we had a gold claim arrow. Okay, we have to give that to Glenn.
Come back soon, okay?
Next up, let's pick our 6 favorites. Kanuki is staying. She is staying. She's the GOAT for SP. Olivia is also staying because she's kind of just insane and she's helped us out the most combat wise so far. Which means I think I'm good to trade out the other 4 for new people. So I think we got her and her. We gotta put in my favorite boy. Unfinished requests received from the buddy living in this. Oh, you can only take requests from the people that live in houses. Well, then it's gotta be Colin. Got Colin, and then I just mentioned Glenn as well. Let's put Glenn in there. Seems we have 2 more openings. Who else have I been playing a lot? I've been buddied up with the miners a lot. But my stats are kind of already high with them. I do like Sylvia. I'm thinking Sylvia and Nami right now. Because I want to get closer with Nami so we have a good, like, chef in. I know I said I wanted to lean more into fishing and farming. So maybe having Pinot around still would be good. The thing is, sometimes he's too cringe is the thing. He's like too nice. And Isaac gets on my nerves, man. I don't mess with Isaac. He gets on my nerves. And that's the only farming and the only angler representation we have right now. So I think I do want Nami for the cook. And you know what? I've been hanging out with Sylvia a lot in the off-stream stuff. So this would give us the girl bosses. Plus Colin and Glenn. Honorary girl bosses. I think I like that lineup. So now that we have that, we gotta start moving them.
Cook is ready to help.
One by one. Relocate. I'm trying to think, looking at the plots we have down below, so we could put the guys next to each other and the two that are kind of near the water. So no cooties allowed, and then I think I want to give the one off to the side to Kanugi, since she's the goat. She gets a little more space. And then the other three girls will be kind of lined up along the beach. Well, let's move her first, since she's kind of in the most awkward location. Okay, those are a lot cheaper than I thought. Can I grab all of them at the same time? I have to do it one by one.
Please come again. Anytime at all.
Cozy stream, cozy stream, cozy stream. Are you feeling cozy? Are you feeling relaxed? We should probably build a bridge sooner rather than later. I forgot, I do want to have a path, like, leading back here. Actually, I like the little thing of water here, so we'll probably just put objects around it and highlight. You can highlight an open path by closing up stuff around it. LD trick. Instead of leaving it open and painting a path through it, sometimes it's better just to close up the surrounding stuff. So we'll do that. I keep hitting the wrong buttons at the wrong times. So let's place her dresser counterpart outside her house so we know it's hers. She can just kind of welcome you in. I should have placed, it's probably gonna click, because I should have placed down her house first. Oh no, lines up perfectly. Oh, that is so cute. That's adorable. Okay, so I know we need at least, like, I can think of 3 places where we need bridges. I don't know if there's a max count on bridges. There probably is. We already have 2.
Cook is ready to help.
Oh, we could buy more. Let's buy 3 of the wooden bridge. Or, do we keep trying to make the Starry Night Bridge work? No, as soon... I think we can make Starry Night work for my area. I think we can make a golden pink scheme work long term if we find the right pathing. But I know I'm going to want to replace these with kind of the Port Royal style eventually. And then I'll go back and count how many slopes we need. For now, I'm just gonna make all the slopes grass slopes. Or I could do stone ones if we have them. But yeah, I think unlocking a lot of the other options count on completing our area quests for all of the other zones, which we haven't been doing much of. So that's why we don't have a lot to work with, but that's why I'm going to be playing this for a long time. That should be perfect. Perfection. I can hear my cat just playing around and gave him a new box. Oh, bro, what are you doing up there? They keep getting stuck in these places.
Hi. What can I do for you?
Never mind.
Yeah?
Yeah, have fun getting down from there, man. Yay.
Over here, youngster!
What do you need? Command. Let's go ahead and start the next relocation. The wrong way. Yeah. The next relocation. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab Olivia next.
Excuse me. What would you like to build? Please come.
Oh, and then we have to move the farm as well. We'll probably stream for like 20 more minutes. Then I gotta start getting in working order for the day. I got a new task that came in overnight, so I want to take a peek at it before my day technically starts. And keep drinking my coffee, of course. Can I put this here even with the grass in the way? I can, excellent. It's coming together, it's coming together. Like, I'm sure there's gonna be way more pretty houses. And this middle section's gonna feel really empty for a while, but my plan is like to just keep acquiring furniture. And we're gonna fill this whole space up with furniture eventually. But yeah, for now it might feel a little empty-ish. But it's gotta feel empty first before we can make it feel like home. Put Olivia in the middle. I want to put Homegirl here next to some ore. Okay, now how many slopes do we need? We need to relocate a farm. They're talking. This is a mountain. So we need 1, 2. I want to keep those as mountains. I want this to be private. We already have a slope here. I guess just 2 for now. If we have stones. Oh wait, no. I want 1 over here and 1 over here, so... Oh, he is fishing! Okay, so they will use this area as a fishing area. Cool, I can keep that as is. So, we need 4 slopes. Probably like 3 grass ones and maybe 2 to 3 grass ones, and then if we have stone ones, I'd like those as well.
Ready to help.
Oh, infrastructure in total can be up to 20, okay. Oh, see, we already have these stone stairs. Okay, I think knowing this, I want 3 prairie slopes. And then 1 set of stone stairs.
Excuse me. What would you like to build?
No, I meant to ask about the farm.
Cook is ready to help.
We're maxed out on farms currently. Which one's the one in the corner? Relocate.
Excuse me. What would you like to build?
What would I like to build. Wouldn't you like to go cook? Yeah, like I said, with my plan for this is I'm definitely enjoying customizing the island. So we'll focus on this again with some more furniture like next Wednesday. I also want to do the tailor life next Wednesday. Next Wednesday I want to focus on customizing our character out for the final battle. I think Taylor is like the last one I want to pick up on stream and have a focus on. Okay, Olivia's house is done, so we can redo that. Let me get these in motion first. Oh, they're only 3 wide. What am I doing? Wait, I can place it in the middle though, right? No? Oh my god, why is it not? Why is it saying no? What do you mean? What exactly? Is it because this is rounded? Tell me no. There we go. I was about to lose my marbles. Yeah, we can have a nice stone thing up there. With that in mind, let me do that. There should be enough room by my calculations. Ooh, wait a minute. You'll be running directly into like the edge of this. I guess we can work the terrain around this because this is the location. This is the location I want. No, it's not. Yeah, let me cut into the top edge a little bit. I really liked how I pathed this for some reason. I got attached to it. That was my mistake. Never get attached. Never get attached. Oh lord. Now let's see. We'll still have you walking up to the edge a little bit, but it shouldn't be as severe. I guess we can see how it will look. Yeah, that's not as severe. I can live with that. I can live with that. Oh, where's my dirt roads? Yeah, that's not so bad. I might have overreacted, wanting to cry looking at how it was laid out. I think it's the pressure, right? It's the pressure of being like, I won't be able to relocate on top of this. I'll have to pay like 2 relocation fees or completely move it elsewhere. That's a lot of pressure. Even though we have the money for it right now, I want to spend my money on upgrading my character as well. I think I have all of these farms at the bottom right next to each other, so we'll put you right there. And then we do need to redo this pathing. That might be something I do off stream though. I'm still thinking of what I want to surround our plots. I like having the row bit up here though. With this being relocated down here, it means that it'll be right in the center, which I like. Ooh, we could put some stuff over here too. Don't know what, but we could. Okay, so we have 2 more slopes. 2 more prairie slopes for over here. These I'm not going to be as picky about. Just put 1. Basically, villagers keep spawning in up here, so we might as well give them a way to get down. They really like it. Then I would like to put one. Okay, so we do have to cut in a little more. Or actually, we could cut in like this way, maybe? Nah, I think we have to cut inwards. One more. Yeah. There we go. I put this one like right outside the entrance to the thing, so if I'm probably just gonna run around it. But just so it brings more attention over there. Let's go. Oh my gosh, so much stuff is complete. Let's go relocate another villager. How's Fortnite getting all these? Fortnite has so much licensing stuff, like, it's actually insane to me.
Cook is ready to
Like,
help.
literally anything could be in Fortnite and not surprise me anymore. But, like, whoever's managing the licensing over there must have sold their soul for, like, demon power. They just teased a Squid Game collab. That one's funny because, like, everyone's already made, like, Squid Game knockoffs in Fortnite created. So part of me is like, well, is it even gonna be better than I'm like, what could they do in game, and like what cosmetics could they add that's better than what people have thrown together in Fortnite creative over the past few years? But yeah, there's so many things that when you think back to Fortnite, like, in its earlier years, it was very much, oh, this is just PUBG for babies, basically, and they're like, oh, it's like still early in development and stuff, like, if you were to take, like, that reception of it, and then, like, say, oh, by the way, they collab with, like, literally everything on the planet, including Disney, I would not believe you. I'd be like, what? What are you talking about? I remember the first Thanos event. Oh my gosh. I remember playing that with, my dad really liked the Thanos mode. I think we might have gotten him the gauntlet once, and then he immediately, like, blew himself up, but he But we tried. I think those are my favorite events in Fortnite, are when I have to watch the Sabrina Carpenter concert in Fortnite. But I think those are my favorite events, are when they just, like, bring in a character and they have, like, super cool abilities, and it's like, it's still PvP, like Battle Royale mode, but there's also this, like, overlooming threat of destruction, and they can pop up anywhere. I like when you're just like, oh, I'm gonna kill a player, and you're like, no, that's not just a player, that's someone with a very, very strong, build now. The first, like, My Hero, Academia one was also pretty good. Just hearing him, like, power up when you're standing in, like, a wooden building just shaking, and you're like, oh my god, where is he? And the building just explodes. My Hero Academia gets pretty dark, don't get me wrong, but also, like, especially with the dubs and stuff, they do have, like, that lighter slice of life side to it, especially in the earlier seasons. But it's so funny to be like, well, if you were a citizen in the world of My Hero Academia, your house would just be blowing up every other day. It would be so traumatic. You could not live in peace ever. I don't care how many #1 heroes there are. I don't care about the hero ranking. You gonna die in My Hero Academia. You're not having a happy life. Did I want another slope here? I did. One more slope. We order in one more. Another one. That is not the guild office. Star Destroyer is far scarier. I understand what the dinosaurs went through. I was playing some more Jurassic World Evolution too. I get pretty addicted to the Planet Coaster games from time to time. Like my sister and I got, it seems like every year I get addicted to a new like SimCity-esque game, similar to how I get addicted to different life sims from month to month. The like coaster / city sim stuff I get addicted to probably like once a year or so. Yeah, like a few summers ago it was Planet Coaster because my sister was addicted to Planet Coaster. Remember last year, every time I visited, when we were like long distance, every time I visited my partner, I would like boot up Planet Zoo off of my Steam file and play that. So I was very addicted to Planet Zoo last year for a bit. But this year it's been Jurassic World because it's the same like engine as those games, but you can tranquilize dinosaurs and you can let them out and they can feed on the people. That's a good game. They're hungry babies. I really remember liking the first one a lot, and I was like, I wonder why people like always talk about the second one but never the first one. And now I know why. The first one's solid and it's a really good sim, but all the like immersive experiences you can have in the second one just completely blow it out of the water. So I've been very happy with it. I am bankrupt because I bought a bunch of dinosaurs without realizing it was the first story mission that actually lets you make your own park from scratch. So I did immediately bankrupt myself last night, but I had a fun time doing it. Wait, what am I doing? Island or house? Oh, because I already have one. That's right, I'm already relocating one. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. That prairie slope in there.
Excuse me, what would you like to build? Please come again.
What would you like to build? I'm very curious to see what the Fortnite and Disney stuff is. It sounds really cool. I know people are like, oh, worst case scenario, it's just gonna be like that area in like Wreck-It Ralph 2 and just be corporate, buy this, which is true, and it could probably be that. But I'm gonna make a video on it. I'm hoping it's like Disney World. I'm hoping it's like a virtual Disney World, man. Because I love theme parks and level design go like hand in hand. I'm gonna make a video about it. It was one of the ones you guys voted on the most, both in the general Discord chat and in the sub-only chat. So I do want to make a video about that this summer. It will either be the one after the 3DS eShop, or I might make a Fantasy Life video before that, because I do want to talk about Fantasy Life. Sooner rather than later, I'm thinking. But, yeah, I'm gonna make a video about theme parks and level design soon. So I'm kind of hoping it pulls, at least, no matter what it is, if the level design feels like a Disney park, no matter what the game genre is that they end up doing in the crossover, then I will be happy. It's like a really weird specific thing that I want for it. But I need it. I need to feel like I'm waiting in line at Epcot. My partner and I want to go back to Epcot so badly. And I think some of my college friends want to go back. She's sitting by my house. Oh my god. Hi, girl. As well, we keep being like, Disney World was a lot of fun. And I kind of feel bad if I almost wish I gave us one more day though. But I actually was able to stay on budget even like within my monthly like paycheck. Was able to really budget it out a lot better than I thought for especially for a Disney trip. But I budgeted too well because now I'm like, well, we could afford to go back and just stay at Epcot. Epcot is like one of the biggest areas, and unfortunately I think it's the place we spent the least amount of time at. There were so many rides in Epcot. We only did Spaceship Earth. We didn't get to do anything else because we were drinking around the world and we had a dinner reservation. Which both those experiences we wouldn't trade for anything, right? But I'm like, man, we gotta do the rides in the morning and then do a full drinking around the world again. Because we only hit half the countries. I think everything else we were able to do a half day. Even Magic Kingdom. For me, I personally like doing a half day at Magic Kingdom because, I think Magic Kingdom's cursed. I'll be honest, I think that place is cursed. But I kind of can't write it off completely because I really loved riding Tron. I dreamed about riding it. It was like under construction the entire like period of my childhood, I feel. So to finally be able to actually ride it was like very much a bucket list experience. Legitimately. But every time I've gone to Magic Kingdom, I've had some sort of like mental breakdown. Every single time. And every time I go to a different Disney park, I have a hell of a time. Like we went to Animal Kingdom that night. Beautiful. I love Animal Kingdom. A lot of people say if you can only visit 3 of the 4 Orlando parks for Disney to cut Magic Kingdom, absolutely not. That should be the only one you lock in. If you cut Animal Kingdom, you should be cut up yourself. It's beautiful. But yeah, we were able to do Animal Kingdom half day. Hollywood Studios was busy, but we were able to cram in all the Star Wars stuff and like Tower of Terror especially. We got that in on just a morning. And then Magic Kingdom has a lot of stuff, but if you just pick out the few things you want to do, completely possible to do a short day. Epcot though, I even tried to budget out more hours for it, but there's just so much walking alone to do in Epcot that yeah, it needs a full in-park day from rope drop to after the fireworks. There's a lot of stuff. But I don't have the budget to go back this year, but I may be trying to go back again sooner than I thought. The theme park itch is crazy. I do want to hit some sort of like smaller theme park later this summer or just later this year also because I love roller coasters. Let's move Nami and get all the girls relocated. I said I was gonna wrap stuff up.
What would you like to build? Please come.
Let's focus. I will wrap stream up once we get all of everyone relocated, so a few more minutes. Hola Lamal, how are you? How is this Wednesday morning? Nami, I'm relocating you. Calm down. Oh, I perfectly stood there. Excellent standing around skills. But yeah, so I will definitely have to clean this up for this main area here a bit more off stream. And we'll probably still be working on the center area next Wednesday as well. And probably at the start of Sunday's stream. but we're getting the infrastructure. We're getting the main layout down for this island now, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy with it. Jerry, get away from my house respectfully. Deltarune today! Unfortunately, 15 minutes exactly when I start work, and I just got some new tasking like as of like 3 a.m. for me, so I need to do a full shift. I got stuff to do. Do find it funny this part of the game is exactly like Animal Crossing. Yeah, this part definitely is for sure. It does harm my argument when I'm like, Fantasy Life 1 came out before Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's not a copycat. You all are crazy. And then I think the damning piece of evidence isn't the island editing. It isn't even the visuals, because the visuals are really close. The part that made me go, they did take a lot of inspiration for the past section from Animal Crossing. That right there, the exact sound effect it makes when you hit L specifically to go into this mode, and then you can hit it again to shift into wall mode. That is ripped 1-to-1 from the Happy Home spin-offs of Animal Crossing. 1-to-1. That's the part where I'm like, that is Animal Crossing. I can't I can't really do much. And there are a lot of parts in the third area that are very much both classic and like modern Zelda, so I'll give them credit for that. But there are a lot of parts ripped from Zelda as well. But I am happy the core game is still original in Fantasy Life. I'll actually give them props for the things they ripped from Animal Crossing and Zelda, because they didn't just copy and paste everything over into their game with being like, oh well, it's popular, so we'll just put it in our game. They didn't do that, because if they did, there would be breakable items, and there would be stamina meters. I defend those. I'm actually a huge defender of those in Breath of the Wild. I think they're crucial. Tears of the Kingdom, a little less so, and they definitely have no business being in Animal Crossing. But I'm a huge defender of it in Breath of the Wild because it makes sense for the game loop, and it makes sense for that theme being survival based versus crafting. But a lot of other games you'll see when they're copying stuff from Animal Crossing and Zelda, they'll implement stuff like destructible weapons, weapon durability, and item durability, which isn't even a thing in Zelda. But they'll turn it into item durability, and they'll add stamina meters when it doesn't make sense for their core game, but it gets copied over because they're just copying so much stuff without thinking about why it was designed that way in the first place. So I want to shout out Fantasy Life for only picking the elements that make sense for its gameplay. They could have easily copied it all 1-to-1, but they cut stuff out that didn't make sense for it. Wait, didn't I just set up Nami's house? Why aren't you letting me relocate someone else? Did I not click it? Did I not actually free Nami's house? But yeah, I'm so happy with how well this game is being received. I think it is definitely in part to the success of Breath of the Wild and New Horizons on the Switch. I think that's definitely a huge contributor to it, is there's a dedicated audience for those amounts of games. But the franchise alone has also, like, well deserved this for a long time, so I think it's just the perfect storm of people, there being a lot of like farming sims on the market and a lot of adventure games post Breath of the Wild, but people wanting one that just does something a little bit different while still being familiar. And I think Fantasy Life is filling that itch for a lot of new people. And for the existing audience from the 3DS, it's such a incredible sequel that it's receiving great praise to help boost its chances on the market. So just very happy with the way things turned out for this game. I know it was like delayed a bazillion times, delayed like multiple delays of like 6 months to a year at a time. Except I think this was supposed to originally, the window was probably a few years ago, and the most recent window for release was like they even had a set date in October before they pushed back again, but I'm glad the team was able to get all that time. If this came out even slightly buggier than it is already, I actually haven't had that many bugs at all. I don't know what some people are complaining about online. But if it came out even slightly buggier, I think it would have negatively just had it be washed under the rug completely and be like, oh, it's another buggy Animal Crossing ripoff by the general public. But the fact they took so many delays to polish it up, that's what I want to see more of in the industry, man. It's okay to take your time if you're using that time wisely and to the benefit of your employees. There's no shame of it. I know, level 5 went from like announcing 3 huge titles at once to just going like really quiet, and that made me scared because I really love level 5. And we're seeing so much catastrophe in the industry right now. It scared the hell out of me, but yeah, they deserve this W. Oh, I've fallen behind the sign. Oh, no. When you see everything in your industry but inventory, but the red dot doesn't leave, making you think you missed something. I probably have had that bug, but just haven't thought too much of it. The only thing I've had, I don't even know if it's a bug, I think it's just a weird design choice, is when enemies, they're like, the way their respawn / despawn works is a little wacky. They'll despawn, like their radius for their territory is really tiny. Like you'll walk a few feet away from them and they'll follow you willingly. And then they'll stop and they'll like do this idle animation, but they don't take any damage, and the idle animation lasts like several seconds where they just stand there not doing anything and not taking any damage, and then they'll like poof out and they'll respawn just like immediately next to you. Like the enemy will be right here at Olivia's house, right? You'll walk over here, they'll follow you, and then they'll despawn. That is way too small of a radius for the areas in this game. Especially they have that same radius in the more open world areas, which is that should be expanded a lot. So it doesn't read well with the animation, it's frustrating, and then when they do respawn, they have like a boost to their health regen, so they fill up health like really quickly if you don't immediately hit them. So that's a little frustrating, but I don't even know if that's a bug. That feels like it could have just been a really weird design choice, in all honesty. What else do we have? Okay, let's relocate. Let's relocate Glenn, and then we will call it quits. Even though our town square is in shambles right now. Give me a month and we'll fix it up. In fact, I would say just give me tonight, but I'm gonna be playing Deltarune. Y'all already know. I know I heard a few bugs, like, before I played, like the few hours that the Switch 1 version was out. I heard a few. I know they made a bug list and it was like, oh, well, PS5 and Steam's going to be prioritized over the Switch 1 and
Excuse
the
me.
Xbox
What would you like
versions.
to build?
So I heard a lot of people like going off on that at first and being like, another buggy game. Why would you play anything on a Nintendo Switch? Boycott Nintendo. But it's fine. This game does not have a lot of bugs in it. Like the little like bug list they put out made me think that, oh my gosh, this is some serious stuff. Not to discount if anyone has had any like bug crashing things on the Switch one. It did sound like, especially on launch, there were a few issues like that, but not nearly as many as I thought. People had me thinking the game was going to run at like 2 frames a second. But yeah, happy to say that yeah, if you have a Switch one and that's what you want to play Fantasy Life on because you played the original, it runs perfectly. But yeah, I think we'll let this house build up on its own. And yeah, this area needs a bit of work, but we do have the layouts done for where we want all of our gathering stuff. We can work on setting up stuff for crafting later, and now we have a little neighborhood over here. So I'm very happy with the work we did this morning. With that being said, Deltarune in 2 minutes? My work shift in 2 minutes? So I've gotta head out of here. I've gotta skedaddle and get started on the workday, but I hope you all have a lovely, lovely time with Deltarune if you're able to play it. I wish you the best of luck. I will probably get through at least chapter 3 tonight and hopefully chapter 4 by the weekend. I am planning on doing a stream tomorrow night and resuming our game dev stuff because I'll still be wary of Deltarune spoilers and wanting to play that. It'll probably just be an hour or 2 of getting back into our Kid Icarus project, and also like we'll probably just follow a tutorial on like cloth physics and stuff and try to keep it a bit shorter. But game dev streams are resuming tomorrow night. And then we will be playing more Fantasy Life here this weekend, but not on Saturday this weekend. I will be out. Yippee! But we will be doing a full stream on Sunday afternoon, so we'll check in on this stuff, and then we're going to focus mostly on doing shrines and adventuring and all of that. So yeah, thank you all so much. I'll leave you with the chill music for a bit, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Also, it's 10, so Deltarune's out now. Have fun, everybody.